How's it going, traders? I hope you guys enjoyed this week's Forex Forecast. All right, starting things off with the US dollar index. The past week, the institutions added 1,000 longs and they added 2,000 short positions, and that is still as we are right at this weekly/monthly area of supply. If we come over to a daily chart here, we have a significant demand zone still holding up price, this zone right here. And until this is broken, I'm not going to be super bearish on the dollar. And if it continues to go up, then I will be bullish. And the sign that we will be bullish on the dollar will be for this new high to be removed up here. So keep an eye out for this high right up here. And as soon as that breaks, I think the dollar is going to go higher. But like I said, keep an eye on this daily demand zone right here. And make sure, if this does break, it looks like we'll probably be headed lower to this demand. And then when that breaks, I'll be pretty bearish the US dollar. Euro USD, the past week the banks added 3,800 longs and they got rid of 11,000 short positions. So clearly with the COT data, they are taking profits on some of their short positions. We reacted very nicely off of this daily area of demand that I had for the YouTube and Patreon members here. My targets to the long side would still be 1.141 and to the short side they would be 1.170. But right now the euro it's been very, very sideways. If you come to a 4-hour chart, there's just been no trend on the lower time frames. As you can see up here, I have an alert at that red dashed line. So I am currently waiting for this alert to go off and we will have a very nice 4-hour uptrend, and I'll be looking for 15-minute long positions. I personally don't think the euro is going to go lower. I am bullish the euro, but at the same time, I need to wait to see this trend play out because, like I always recommend in the live streams, I don't like to trade in this chop. It's very difficult to tell where price is going to go, and it's very easy to be stopped out. So I'm personally just waiting for this high to be broken to get in long, and I'm waiting for this low to be removed down here to possibly get in short for a short position on the euro. All right, looking at gold, the past week the institutions got rid of 9,700 longs and they also got rid of 1,000 shorts. They still remain 78% long, and we still are in this overall weekly area of demand right here, but we are contacting this trend line too. So we've clearly seen a lot of sideways action around this trend line right here. So it's all a matter, if gold is going to, break this trend line or not. If you do get in long, I would target 1850 or maybe just 1810 right before this flip supply zone right here. If you're going to get in short, I would target 1710. Even though I don't really recommend shorting gold right now, I do think it's possible it could go lower, but we are, like I said, in this overall weekly area of demand. So I'd be very, very careful getting in short. For me to get involved in gold and get in long, I'm going to have to wait for this downward trend line and at least this supply zone to be removed. I'm actually going to change the way I draw it like this, something like that. So for me to be bullish on gold, this is a 4-hour chart. I'm going to have to start to see buyers step up. So something like this, remove this downward trend line and maybe this supply zone as well. Then I'll be a buyer of gold. So I'll be waiting for a pullback, hopefully to a 4-hour area of demand. And if you want my 4-hour area of demand or any of my demand zones or supply zones, definitely check out the YouTube membership. Links in the description. It's only $5 CAD per month. You can get all of my zones on a daily basis. They're very useful for confirmation trading, set and forget trading. So definitely check it out. It could definitely help you in your trading, and I think that you guys will very much enjoy it. So hope to see you guys there. Hopefully we can get a move up in gold and we can get a nice buying opportunity in gold. USDJPY, the past week the institutions got rid of 17,000 longs and they also got rid of 1,400 short positions, which leaves them 85% long this pair. If you look at a daily chart, we're just going sideways right now. If you're going to get in long, I would target 115. If you're going to get in short, I would target 112 right before this daily area of demand. It's all going to depend on the lower time frames though. As you can see in this whole area, we've just been going sideways. So let's hop down to a lower time frame here. If you look at a 4-hour chart, same thing, just a whole lot of sideways price action. So I am not interested in trading this one. If I'm going to get in long, I'm going to have to wait to see a new high formed up here with a nice 4-hour uptrend. If I'm going to get in short, I'm going to have to start to see some very clear downward pressure and a nice clean downward trend. But I am just not seeing that one right now. If you look on a 1-hour chart, we have a very clean downtrend. So if you wanted to trade a 5-minute chart or a 1-minute chart, I think that would be okay. But at the end of the day, I'm not very interested in trading the USD yen, and your decision to go long or short is basically going to be all around the US dollar. And as you know, I am kind of bearish the US dollar right now, so I'm currently waiting for the USD yen on the 4-hour chart to kind of make up its mind before I get involved. GBPUSD, the British pound, the past week the institutions got rid of 3,100 longs, and they also got rid of 3,700 short positions. If you look at the daily chart here, we are still in a daily downtrend, and momentum is being shifted a little bit on the lower time frames, which we're going to look at in a second. And we are still in this whole daily area of demand here. And real quick, if you're enjoying this video, if you're finding this helpful, please like, share, and subscribe if you're not yet. Would really appreciate it. I will be live streaming next week, so certainly check that out during the New York session. I hope to see you guys there. And let me know in the comments down below, what pairs you're watching this week. I'm very interested to see, what you guys are thinking. So on the daily chart, we are in this daily demand. If you're going to get in long, I would target 1.345. If you're going to get in short, I would target 1.311, around that area, which would be breaking this daily area of demand. If you come to a 4-hour chart, I thought this was very interesting. I've been talking about a shift in momentum on this 4-hour chart for a while now, and we finally had it. We actually have a trend line removed and a supply area removed. So this downward trend line removed, and this supply area has been taken out, which has left us with this 4-hour area of demand. I'm not very interested in trading this 4-hour area of demand, but if you are bullish the pound, we could see a pullback down to here, and you can look for 15-minute confirmation coming out of this zone and a move up like that. I personally won't be doing that, but I could see something like that working. And if you don't know what confirmation is, definitely check out my tips playlist video. I'm sorry for plugging so many things, but it'll definitely help you out in that confirmation video. So certainly check that out. But clearly, buyers have stepped up in the pound. It's all going to be dependent on, are they going to actually continue to move up, or are they going to push down here, break lower, and continue the trend down? That's why I think you should look for confirmation in here and not just be buying this 4-hour area of demand. All right, on to USDCAD. The past week, the institutions got rid of 4,800 longs, and they also got rid of 147 short positions. We clearly reacted off of this daily area of demand that I had for the YouTube and Patreon members. If you're going to get in long, I would target 1.281, and if you're going to get in short, I would target this daily area of demand again at 1.2645. If you come down to a lower time frame on the 4-hour chart, there's not really a trend in play, but clearly the momentum is up. We actually reacted off of this 4-hour area of supply, but we now are about to contact this 4-hour area of supply. As you can see, this wick, we almost touched it, and we are about to go up to it again, so we could see price roll over. It's all going to depend on the US dollar index. So if you're going to be buying, I would certainly be cautious of that 4-hour area of supply. I don't really recommend shorting this area either, or looking for confirmation in here, because we're coming off of daily demand down here. If you come down to a 1-hour chart, the momentum is clearly up, but like I said, we are about to contact this 4-hour area of supply that I just pointed out. So I would be, very cautious getting in long. I'm actually probably going to be staying away from this pair this week, and I think I'm going to be focusing my attention on other pairs. The Aussie dollar, AUDUSD, the past week the institutions added 163 longs, and they also added 1770 short positions. Our daily target of 0.715 was hit. If you are going to be shorting, I would target this area right here before daily demand at 0.707. If you're going to get in long, I would target 0.72, and I'm actually very interested in trading this pair. If you look, it looks like we are basing up for a big move up. I could see the Aussie shooting up, and this is definitely a pair that's going to be on my watch list this upcoming week. If you come to a 4-hour chart, we almost have a 4-hour uptrend. What I'm going to need to see for this 4-hour uptrend to continue is this 4-hour area of supply right here to be completely removed. So a move up like that, I'll be looking for 15-minute set and forget trades. And if you don't know what set and forget trades are, definitely check out a video I made the other day called Set and Forget Trading. It is in my tips playlist. Highly recommend it. I've received a lot of good feedback on that video, and actually a lot of people sending me trade reviews saying that video helped them take many good set and forget trades. So definitely check that out. So that's what I'm waiting for on the Aussie. I'm waiting for this 4-hour area of supply to be removed, and very simply, I'll be looking for 15-minute pullbacks. And like I said earlier, my target is at right before this daily area of supply at 0.724. So the Aussie certainly setting up for a potentially nice long trades. Just going to have to wait for that 4-hour area of supply to be removed first. And you can see I actually have an alert set above this high, which will let me know that we do have a 4-hour and 1-hour trend. All right, USD Swiss. The past week, the institutions got rid of 3,200 longs, and they also got rid of 1,000 short positions. This is a pair that's not really on my list, but if you are going to get in long, I would target right before this daily area of supply at right around 0.932. If you're going to get in short, I would target right before this demand at 0.915. But for me, I'm not going to be trading this one. There's just a whole lot of sideways action. For me to start to get involved in this pair, I'm going to need to see significant lows be broken here. But if we do get this demand zone on the 4-hour broken and this low, we'll have a nice little bit of a 4-hour downtrend, and maybe I will look for a 15-minute set and forget trade to the downside, but I'm not 100% sure just yet. I'll have to see what price action is telling me. And definitely check out the live stream next week. Maybe we can get a setup in USD Swiss, but not for now. Not very interested in trading this one. There's just a whole lot of sideways action. If you just look at this whole general area right here, it's just clearly going sideways. So for me, I'm going to need to see price break out of either one of these areas like this or like this for me to start getting involved in this pair. All right, last but not least, crude oil. The past week, the banks got rid of 19,000 long positions, and they added a whopping 725 long positions. Our target right here at 72.8 was clearly hit right before this flip zone. Look at the power of my targets right before this flip zone here. Look at price hit it, barely could go above it, and push right back down. So if you're going to be getting in short, which I don't really recommend right now, I would target 65. If you're going to be getting in long, I would target $77 a barrel. I'm personally going to be looking for long positions, and what I'm looking to do, and I think I actually talked about it last week, but there's been a whole lot of sideways action in the market, so it's basically almost the same forecast as last week. But I'm going to be waiting for this downward trend line and this 4-hour area of supply to be removed. I'm going to need to see something like this, maybe create a 4-hour zone like this, maybe look for confirmation in there, or if we break above that zone, we'll have an uptrend, and I'll be looking for a 15-minute set and forget to the long side, because when price came down here, we contacted monthly demand. I know my drawings are kind of all out of whack. I apologize, but monthly demand became in control down here. So I'm pretty bullish on oil. Like I said, I'm waiting for this downward trend line and this 4-hour area of supply to be removed, and then I'll be very, very bullish on crude oil. I'm not going to be shorting crude oil. If you do, definitely be very, very careful and look to take profits a little bit early. Hopefully you guys found this weekly Forex forecast helpful. If you did, make sure to let me know in the comments down below. Leave a like and check out the Patreon or YouTube membership if you need help finding your supply and demand zones. It's only $5 CAD per month. Hope to see you guys there, and hope to see you in the next video.